Good morning, students. Today we learn the concept annuity. Today we will learn here the term annuity, that is simple annuity. There are two types of annuity. Immediate annuity. Immediate annuity and annuity due. Okay, here annuity means a series of payment at equal interval. When a fixed sum of money is paid at regular interval of time, especially a year, each payment is called as simple annuity. Okay, here annuity means a series of payment at regular interval, and if payment is equal, then we say that simple annuity. There are two types of annuity, immediate annuity and annuity due. If the first payment is due at the end of the interval, if the first payment is due at the end of interval, then the annuity is called immediate annuity. Immediate annuity. And annuity due means annuity due. Second, annuity due. If the first payment made at the beginning of the interval, then the annuity is called annuity due. Annuity due. Okay, see here again, annuity means a series of payment at regular interval, and when the payment is same, or when the fixed sum of money is paid at regular interval, then the amount is fixed. Especially a year, each payment is called simple annuity. There are two types of annuity, immediate annuity and annuity due. If the first payment is due at the end of the interval, the annuity is called immediate annuity. For example, if we take loan today and we paid first installment at the end of the month, then the annuity is called immediate annuity. And annuity due means if the first payment is made at the beginning of the interval, then the annuity is called annuity due. For example, if we deposit a sum of money rupees 1,500 for 20 years, at the end of the year, every year, then if the payment is made at the time of beginning of the term, for example, we made a fixed deposit, then we have to deposit today rupees 1500. At the time of opening a policy, we paid the installment at the beginning, then the annuity is called annuity due. Then the next concept is future value and present value, or present value and future value. Present value and future value. Present value and future value. Okay, here today's value, present value is the today's value of tomorrow's money discounted at the interest rate. Here present value means present value is today's value of tomorrow's money discounted at the interest rate, and the future value is the value of an investment at some time in future, Here the concept present value and future value. Present value means present value is the today's value of tomorrow's money discounted at the interest rate, or future value is the value of an investment at some time in future. For example, if we deposit rupees 1000 in a bank at the rate of 7% per annum, at the end of the year, we receive rupees 1000 plus 7% interest on rupees 1000, that is 1070. At the end of the year, we receive rupees 1070. 7%, it means rupees 70 on rupees 1000. Then here 1070 is the future value of today's present value of rupees 1000. Here rupees 1000 is the present value and rupees 1070 is the future value. It means the present value and future value are the reciprocal. 1000, the loan amount, is the present value, and after a period when we paid principal as well as interest, and the total amount is called the future value of today's present loan amount. The two concepts, present value and future value. Okay. Mainly we learn in this lecture that is EMI, equated monthly installment, EMI, equated monthly installment. Equated monthly installment, in short EMI. Okay. Here EMI is a type of annuity. EMI is a type of annuity. We know that annuity means a series of payment at equal interval. If the payment is equal at equal interval, then the annuity is called simple annuity. And if the payment is due at the end of the interval, then the annuity is called immediate annuity. And if the payment is made at the beginning of the interval, then annuity is called annuity due. We know that if we take loan today, at the end of the month, the first installment will be repaid after a month. It means the installment is due at the end of the month, then the annuity is called immediate annuity. And here EMI is the type of immediate annuity, because the payment or repayment at the end of the interval, and EMI is the type of immediate annuity, because in immediate annuity installment is due at the end of the interval. Okay. For using the formula to ascertain the EMI, we use some notation. For the formula purpose, we use some notations. Formula for EMI. Formula for EMI. Okay. Here PV, that is present value. PV is equal to EMI upon I into bracket 1 minus 1 upon R raised to n. R raised to n, bracket complete, into H. Formula for EMI. Present value is equal to EMI upon I into bracket 1 minus 1 upon R raised to n into H. When PV is the present value, PV is the present value, that is present value of loan amount. Loan amount. Then I is equal to rate of interest percent per month per rupee or per interval. Rate of interest percent per interval. Then R is equal to 1 plus I. N is equal to number of installment. Number of installments. Then EMI is equal to equated monthly installment. Equated monthly installment. H is equal to number of months used for reducing balance. Number of months used for reducing balance. And lastly, n is equal to number of installments divided h. For the formula purpose, see here, EMI, that is equated monthly installment. EMI, it is a type of annuity. Okay, formula for calculation of EMI, present value, that is PV is equal to EMI upon I into bracket 1 minus 1 upon R raised to n into h. When PV is the present value or loan amount, then I is the rate of interest percent per annum or percent per interval. R is the 1 plus I. Here I means 1 plus I. Then n means number of installment span. Number of installment. EMI is the equated monthly installment, and H means number of months used for reduction. For example, here I is the rate of interest percent per interval. The interval may be per month, per quarter, per year or per half year. Then we have to obtain rate of interest percent per month, rate of interest per rupee per month, rate of interest per rupee per interval, rate of interest per rupee per interval. For example, rate of interest is 12% per annum. 12% per annum. If the interval per month, here 12% means for every 100, interest will be rupees 12. Rate of interest percent per rupee per interval. If the interval per month, then rate of interest per rupee per month. It means 12 divided by 100, that is 0.12, rate of interest percent per year. There are 12 months in a year. It means rate of interest per rupee per month 0.01. If the repayment per quarter, then rate of interest per rupee per quarter. Quarter means there are 4 quarters in a year, and therefore here rate of interest per rupee per year 0.12 per quarter divided by 4. It means 0.03. Rate of interest per rupee per quarter 0.03. And if repayment per half year, then there are 2 half year in a year, and therefore rate of interest per rupee per half year, that is 0.12 divided by 2 is equal to 0.06. It means here I means rate of interest per rupee per interval. Interval may be monthly, may be quarterly, half yearly or yearly. Rate of interest per rupee per interval. Then R is the 1 plus I. N means number of installment. Number of installment, for example, there are span of 5 years. 5 years, it means 5 into 12, that is 60. N is equal to 60. And here H means number of months used for reduction. If reduction per yearly, then H is equal to 12. It means here we have to obtain N. N is equal to, if repayment or yearly reduction, then n is equal to 60 upon 12, that is 5. N is equal to 5. Here H means number of months used for reducing balance. If reduction per month, H is equal to 1. Reduction per month, H is equal to 1. Reduction per quarter, H is equal to 3. Reduction per half year, H is equal to 6. And if reduction per annum, then H is equal to 12. Okay. By using this formula, we can solve some examples on EMI. Okay. Take first example. Write down the first example. Find EMI, a loan of rupees 50,000 is to be repaid in equal monthly installment. Equal monthly installment. Equal monthly installment. Interest is charged. Interest is charged at 12% per annum. 12% per annum on a loan outstanding. On a loan outstanding. On a loan outstanding at the beginning of each month. At the beginning of each month. Beginning of each month. And time span is 10 years. 10 years. Here, at the beginning of each month, it means monthly reduction. Monthly reduction. Okay. In this example, we have given here. See here. Find EMI of a loan of rupees 50,000 is to be repaid in equal monthly installment. Interest is charged at 12% per annum on a loan outstanding at the beginning of each month, and the time span is 10 years. Here we have given the loan amount, that is present value of loan is equal to 50,000. Present value of loan is equal to 50,000. Then I is the rate of interest. I means rate of interest, percent per rupee per interval. Here interval will be per month. Therefore here we have to obtain rate of interest per rupee per month. Here 12% means for rupees 100, that is 0.12 rate of interest per rupee per year, and we have to obtain rate of interest per rupee per month. There are 12 months in a year, and therefore divided by 12, here 0.01 I is equal to 0.01 rate of interest percent per rupee. Then here R is equal to 1 plus I means rate of interest per rupee per month, that is 1.01 R. Here N is equal to number of installment. There are 10 span of 10 years. It means 10 into 12, that is 120. And here H is equal to 1 because number of months used for reduction, that is monthly reduction, therefore H is equal to 1. And here N is equal to number of installment divided H, that is 120 installment upon H, that is 1, and therefore we have to take on N is equal to 120. H N is equal to 120. By using the formula of EMI, PV is equal to EMI upon I into bracket 1 minus 1 upon R raised to N into H. By filling these amounts, that is PV is equal to 50,000. We have to obtain EMI upon I, that is 0.01 into bracket 1 minus 1 upon 1.01 raised to 120 into 1, H is equal to 1. Okay. After simplification, 50,000, here 50,000 into 0.01, it means 500. By using the 50,000 into 0.01, that is 500. 500 is equal to EMI into bracket 1 minus 1 upon 1.01 raised to 120. By using scientific calculator, we obtain the value 1.01 raised to 120. That is 3.3003 into 1. Then 500 is equal to EMI into bracket 1 minus, here 1 upon 3.1 divided 3.3003, that is 0.3030 into 1. Then 500 is equal to EMI into bracket 1 minus, here 1 minus 0.3030, that is 0.697 into 1, same amount. Here relation multiplication, then we can divide 500 by 0.697. So EMI is equal to 500 divided 0.697. 500 divided 0.697. The EMI will be rupees 717.36. See here the first example on EMI. Find EMI, a loan of rupees 50,000. Here present value of loan is rupees 50,000. Is to be repaid at monthly monthly equal installment. Interest is charged at 12%. Rate of interest 12% per annum for rupees 100. I means the rate of interest per rupee per interval, that is per month. R is the 1 plus I, N is the number of installment, H is equal to 1 and N is equal to number of installment divided by H. Then using the formula PV is equal to EMI upon I into bracket 1 minus 1 upon R raised to N into H. Then the value of EMI is rupees 717.36. Okay, thank you.